Hi gals, and welcome back to Mommy Moments with Mo, the first official upload. When I was thinking through all the things that I need to tell you guys, I had a hard time narrowing down what would be in each video. But finally, I got it done, and today I'm going to give you 10 things that I wish that I was warned about when I became pregnant. Number 1, the night sweats. The morning sweats, the midday sweats. Basically, you're gonna be hot flashing all over the place. Your body's like doubling hormones basically daily, and it knocks your system out of whack. You're fine 1 minute, and the next thing you know, you're like ripping your clothes off, standing in the kitchen with your head stuck in the freezer screaming. It's gonna happen. But hot flashes will eventually slow down. Though, if you're anything like me, the night sweats will continue well into your postpartum journey. It'll be fine though. Number 2, you may need to invest in some wax because you're gonna get hairy, and I mean really hairy. If you had thick hair follicles before, you might turn to Bigfoot before it's all over with. Just warning you right now. Your hair is gonna go faster, it's gonna go thicker than ever before, and I mean everywhere. Even in places you might not have had hair before. Like me. Okay, before I was pregnant, didn't really have eyebrows. I mean, I lived my whole life without them. Didn't really know that life would be any different. Got used to having to fill them in, you know, helped me look so much, not like a potato, you know. But now, I don't really have to fill them in if I don't have time, or if I just don't have the extra energy to put towards eyebrows. And now, you know, I look like a potato, but with eyebrows. Even better, right? Number 3, you're going to get gassy. Granted, if you know me, you know I've always been gassy. I never tried to hide it. It's a natural bodily function, you know. But during pregnancy, it got bad. It was terrible. I could think about drinking something and belch the whole alphabet. It was bad. It got to the point that my boyfriend told me to stop saying excuse me because he was just used to it. Now, when it happens though, can't really blame the baby. Have to own up to it, you know. Sometimes it's that ice cream sandwich I knew I wasn't supposed to eat because I'm lactose intolerant. But whatever. Number 4, the glucose test. The glucose test is a test that the OB gives you to make sure you haven't formed like gestational diabetes. You basically don't eat anything, then you go to your appointment and you drink a sweet Kool-Aid type of drink with a certain amount of time, and then you wait for like, I think it's an hour, they take your blood. But my doctor, they had the flavors was orange and fruit punch. I picked fruit punch thinking that I would enjoy it, you know. But it's never a good idea to not eat and then drink or eat something sweet. That test was not of God, let me tell you. I was sick and ready to throw it up, and when the nurse came in to check on me, she just looks at me and sees that I'm uncomfortable and tells me,
you know, if you throw up, you're gonna have to come back in here and do it again another day.
You're gonna look at a pregnant lady in her face, sick and uncomfortable, and tell her, I know that you're not liking this right now, but do it or repeat it. Anyway, even though it made me sick and it tastes like down soft Kool-Aid, I highly recommend the fruit punch flavor. It was the best. Number 5, the heartburn. I know there's an old wise tale that says that when you have heartburn, that means your baby's gonna have hair. I'm not sure how true that is or not. I know that I had really bad heartburn and she had hair, but I mean, there's no scientific proof, I don't think. But I do want to warn you that the heartburn can get really bad. Mine got so bad that I ended up in the hospital. I really thought I was falling apart, and I was all hyped up on hormones and scared, and I thought something was going wrong, and it was really upsetting for a second. But then I get there and I'm embarrassed because they run all these tests and have me in the little gown and the little thing across your stomach so they can measure the fetal heartbeat, and then they just tell me, oh yeah, you have heartburn. My parents were there and everything, and you know, it was a big ordeal. I ended up throwing up all over the room, but that's a story for another time. Anyway, hey, so you've made it this far into the video, and I see that you haven't liked or commented or subscribed, so you go ahead and do that. And while you're at it, you know, go ahead and hit the bell button so you can get my post notifications and you won't miss a video. How about that? I'll wait on you. You just go ahead. Number 6, your boobs are going to change. If you're anything like me, you're gonna go up several bra sizes. Your areolas are going to get bigger and they're going to get darker. A pregnant lady's breasts usually, grow and change because your body's getting ready to form and store milk for the baby. While the areolas usually get bigger and darker because, the baby doesn't really come out with the best eyesight. So it acts sort of like a target for them to aim at, like, oh, find food here sign, Okay, whatever. Number 7, you're going to produce extra saliva. I don't really know the science behind it or anything. I just know that your mouth's gonna be wetter than usual. I literally drooled for months. It was disgusting. Especially when I was trying to talk, I could feel myself about to drool like a Saint Bernard or something. And you just have to spit, and it was just not okay. Okay, it was not. Number 8, I was not prepared for the level of constipation that I suffered. Fiber is going to be your friend, not just fiber from food, because I tried that. Just go ahead and invest in you some good old bitter fiber because you are going to need it. One of the changes that happens is that your body, squishes everything and moves everything and rearranges everything because the baby is growing. It needs more room. So your bowels are going to get, I wouldn't say obstructed, but they're gonna be smush. So it's gonna be less room for the poop to get through. You're gonna be constipated. It's gonna be a big old ordeal if you don't do something about it. So just go ahead, get your fiber. Number 9, you're gonna get random congestion. That's really cut and dry. Can't really explain it much more than that. The type of stuffy nose that lasts for days and then goes away randomly. You're gonna get that. Don't get frustrated. Just get you something like a humidifier and some saline. That'll get better too. Number 10, fluid retention. You're going to have edema as a pregnant lady. I know that most people already know that, but sometimes it can get really bad. I know for me, my hands and my fingers just swell up. It was hard for me to make a fist sometimes. But what I did not know is that may be a sign that something else is going wrong and that you need to be checked out. So if you are having edema, make sure that you contact a professional about it to make sure that nothing else is going wrong, your blood pressure is good, all of that. Well, those are my 10 things that I wish that I knew before I got pregnant, that now you know before you get pregnant or while you're just becoming pregnant. I don't know. There's more from where that came from. Make sure you comment below if you want part 2 and stay tuned because more content like this is on the way. Just wait on it.